All right, what up, Who That Nation? This is No Cap, No Filter Saints. I'm your host, Molly G, back at y'all with another one. And we got to talk about this Saints Falcons game, bro. This was a very disappointing game. A lot of Saints fans were looking forward to see us win this game. I always said, man, this is a win-win season. We either gonna find our quarterback or not find him, and we're gonna have a high draft pick. And right now, it's looking like we might find our quarterback, but at the same time, we're gonna have a high draft pick regardless. I don't know how good Shuck can be, but a lot of people are starting to gain more and more confidence about him. He's playing very well. Me personally, I don't think he's that much better than Rattler. I just think it's Kellen Moore as the play caller, which is holding the team back. But as of right now, Shuck, he's the guy, he's the man. We got to be behind him, and I would like to see him improve throughout the season, so we don't really have to just worry about quarterback in the draft. That just be one big, question mark just off the board, and we could just focus on getting playmakers. Because right now, this team lacks playmakers, guys that you could just count on to go beat their man and win their matchups, no matter what the scheme is, no matter what the play call is. They got playmakers that can make plays in big time moments. Let's go ahead on and get into the stats of the game, man. The Saints lost 27-10. Kirk Cousins threw 16 for 23, 199 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and he was sacked 3 times. Pretty decent day for Kirk Cousins. A lot of people felt like Kirk Cousins was just going to be a statue back there. All we had to do is just send the heat, stop Bijan Robinson. Kirk Cousins, he ain't going to have no spin on the ball. He can't throw deep, but shit, he sure hit Mooney deep. He sure hit Mooney deep on that pass. And right there, I think that was a dagger. Bijan Robinson only ran for 70 yards off of 14 carry, but he averaged 5 yards a carry. He could have ran that ball way more than that with him, and they could have had success. Tyler Algier, he ran for 44 off of 12 carries. Mooney, he had 3 catches for 74 yards, 1 touchdown. That one long pass, that 49-yarder touchdown, just a dot. That sealed the deal. That was the dagger in every Saints fan heart in a dome, in my opinion. Like at that point, that was just, rock them to sleep, rock-a-bye, baby. Like that was just a kill shot. The offense wasn't doing good all game. We were moving the ball, but we couldn't just punch it in the red zone. We had them same problems with the red zone. Spence Rattler, red zone. Derek Carr, red zone. Pete Carmichael, red zone. Kellen Moore, red zone. We just having a bad red zone year after year after year. The only time we was good when Sean Payton was here. Hopefully we get it right soon. Kyle Pitts, this dude just trashed. 2 catches for 25 yards. Man, I had this dude in my little parlay thing thinking that he was going to, do something by, we was going to shut down Bijan Robinson. They're going to help to pass the ball. They ain't got Drake London. I'm like, okay, Kyle Pitts and Mooney going to have to step up. And, of course, this dude just do not show up, bro. This dude just don't show up. Other than that, on defense, Alford, he was all around the field today. He had a hell of a game. Kaden Ellis, he had a hell of a game. Jesse Bates, he played pretty decent. He had a sack. I mean, not a sack. He had 6 tackles for 1 assist. Hughes, he was kind of doing his thing, I know Drew Brees kept talking about his height and just keep going at him, but, he was kind of holding his own out there. Other than that, man, the whole defense, they pretty good, bro. They got 5 sacks on us. Right now, they just tallying up a whole bunch of sacks right now. They, had a lot of sacks in a 4-game span or something, but lost all those games or something. 3-game span or some shit like that. But, yeah, man, they could get to the quarterback, and that's why I knew. I was like, okay, we're going to really see what Shuck made of, because this team could get to the quarterback and send the heat. And Shuck, everybody was talking about his age, and everybody was talking about how he handles the blitz. And this game, it showed that he was a rookie, bro. I don't think he played terrible, but he ain't do enough for us to win. You know, the same thing they were saying about Rattler. I think what heavily messed this team up was the red zone wolves and Kellen Moore's play calling and Blake Groupie missing 2 field goal kicks. We're gonna get to Blake Groupie in a second. But Tyler Shuck, 30 for 43, 243 yards, no touchdown, 1 pick, 5 sacks. 5 sacks, man. Tyler Shuck was the leading rusher, bro. 7 carries, 22 yards. His long was 11. Devin Neal, 7 carries, 18 yards. For receiving, Chris Olave, 9 catches, 70 yards. And that's what you're going to get about Chris Olave. One game he'll have a good game. The next game he ain't going to do good. Like, at some point, you can't just keep saying it's the play calling. You know, like, it is the play calling, don't get me wrong, but receiver is just one of them positions where if you're just that good, you're gonna kind of show it, you know. But then again, who knows? I mean, I know A.J. Brown is better than what he's looking like in Philly. I know Garrett Wilson is better than what he's looking like in New York. So maybe the same could be said for Chris Olave. But at the same time, Chris Olave had multiple play callers, and it's been multiple years. And, you know, I'm still waiting on that signature breakout game where Chris Olave won us the game. Jawan Johnson, 6 carries for 46 yards. Trash. Devin Neal, 5 carries for 43 yards. Now, Devin Neal, he had some bursts, bro. He was having some juice. I give him that, but I don't think he's a 1. I think he's a good maybe 3. You know, but other than that, we do need some more horses in the barn when it comes to the running back position. Everybody liking Jeremiah Love. Me personally, I don't think you should go for a running back when you just need so many different things on the team. I definitely think you should go wide receiver or tight end first. This draft don't have a lot of good tight ends, so I think we should go wide receiver first because it's a good wide receiver draft. But some people feel like you could go Love and then come back to wide receiver because it's such a deep wide receiver draft. So who knows how we'll play it. But me personally, I don't think we got the good offensive line. Like before wide receiver, I would rather a guard. That's just me. Mason Tipton, he had a big punt return. No, he had a big kickoff return, and we still couldn't punch it in the end zone. But other than that, he had 3 catches for 22 yards. Vele, 3 catches for 37 yards. You would think we use Vele in the red zone, but nope. Gave up a 4th-round pick for him, 6'5". Don't even use him in the red zone. Crazy. Alvin Kamara, he left the game with an injury. I think he'll be okay, but he definitely left the game with an injury, and that messed up my parlay as well. Demario Davis, the leading tackler, he had 6 tackles for 5 assists. Alante Taylor, 5 tackles for 1 assist. Sanka, 4 for 3. Justin Reed, he had a big pick 6. Our only touchdown of the game came off of defense. That sounds familiar. Kool-Aid McKinstry, two tackles. I think Kool-Aid was the one who gave up that long play on Mooney. I can be wrong though. But other than that, man, it was just a lackluster day. It was just a lackluster day, bro. We was moving the ball on them, getting down to the goal line at the 1 yard, just kept on getting stalled. You know, that 4th down, we come out with that same dumbass play that we do with Taysom Hill, the roll out to the right. If he can't run it in, just throw it to somebody. They ready for that. You don't think them teams practice for that? A lot of people think Taysom Hill is just washed up. I don't think he's washed up. I just think the offensive line don't allow him to have any seams where he could run through for no big holes or gaps. I don't care how good you is as a runner. If you ain't got no good blocking, you ain't going to do that much damage. I do think Taysom Hill still got enough juice to make a difference in the game. That's just my personal opinion. Same with Alvin Kamara. Do they have as much as years before? No, but they still have enough to be productive, in my opinion. We just ain't got no good offensive line. And we ain't got good play calling. That's the thing. You got to have a mixture of both. You got to have the good offensive line to block well, but at the same time, you got to have good play calling to put guys in the right position to succeed, you know, to hit them with a 1-2 and then hit them with the knockout punch. You know, we ain't got that. We ain't got no rhyme or rhythm, you know. And Blake Groupie, man, this dude missed 2 kicks today, bro. I've been telling y'all I cannot stand this dude. Now what's going on right now is we working out Justin Tucker. He's a pretty good kicker, but he got cases on him. He got some nasty cases on him that a lot of people in the fan base just definitely not going to support the team if he was to get signed, and TJ Jones, he made a comment on Twitter and everybody was just on his back, boy, just using him as a punching bag, boy. They did not like what he was saying on Twitter, but I think he kind of like said it in a way that people misunderstood the way he was saying it. Well, I don't think people misunderstood the way he was saying it. He basically was just saying that y'all gonna be fake outraged about this, but y'all still gonna watch the team, y'all still gonna support the team. So what's the point of even writing all this on Twitter? That's basically what he was saying. But those people feel like, shoot, they still could have a right to be mad and upset, and is actual genuine reason to be upset. Like, people don't take that type of cases on certain people lightly. But at the same time, this is the Saints we talking about. We try to throw a bag at Deshaun Watson, just dismissed everything he had going on. And you got to know, this is Gail Benson's team. We know the stories about Gail Benson. That's Justin Tucker is right up her alley, if you catch my drift. But me personally, going after Justin Tucker with all what he got going on shouldn't never be a thing, and especially for a team that's 2-9. Like, you already losing this bad, and you try to bring in a guy like this who gonna have the worst fanfare. Soon as he come out, come on, man, that you got to read the room. And then Kellen Moore saying, "Oh, I forgot what he said verbatim, but he basically was just dismissing all that." And it's like, man, are you a leader of men or not? Like, if you're gonna be a leader of men, you gotta have principles, you gotta have boundaries, you gotta have standards, you gotta have morals. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of my biggest gripes with Kellen Moore before he got hired. Like, man, I just don't think this dude gonna be a leader of men. And now it's looking like he's not a leader of men, and he can't call plays. So if you can't call plays, you got a lot of people in a fan base that want you to give up your play calling duties. What value do you possess? And it almost make you just wonder, like, how would we have looked under Mike McCarthy? How would we have looked under Dan Rizzi? Because at least with Dan Rizzi, at least you can hang your hat on. He going to be a leader of men. He going to be able to rally the troops. He going to be able to motivate people. He's going to be able to be on the sideline engaging people. He's going to have the special teams looking good. Because I can tell you right now, with Dan Rizzi, Blake Groupie would not be on the team probably. You feel me? I can tell you right now, with Dan Rizzi, we wouldn't give up as much punt return yards. We probably would get more punt return yards. At least you can hang your hat and knowing your special teams going to be good. And special teams play a big part of the game. Ask the Philadelphia Eagles. A guy on the Cowboys was just getting blocked numerous times, getting pushed on the ground numerous times, but he still made a play, hustled up, and made a fumble, and that changed the game. So my thing is, Kellen Moore, he's looking like Pete Carmichael 2.0. Just a soft guy who just want to be looking down in his play sheet. Don't want to engage with nobody, don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, don't want to be a dictator, don't want to be a disciplinarian. I'm not liking what I'm seeing, bro. It's the first year, but we 11 games in. It's okay to be critical of the team if it's good reason for criticism. Looking like Pete Carmichael 2.0. Almost wonder what would this team look like under that one guy, Anthony Weaver. But who knows? Maybe we'll still be bad. Look at Aaron Glenn. I thought he was going to turn out to be a good coach. But just because you're a disciplinarian and just because you're a hard-nosed coach, don't mean that you're going to automatically have success either. And right now, it looks like we're going to be stuck with him because ain't nobody going to want this job until two years from now, maybe. You know? So even if we do get some talent in the building, you still got to be a good play caller. Still got to be a good play caller. And right now, I'm just not feeling Kellen Moore's play calling. Now, everything ain't on Kellen Moore. Blake Ruby, he missed 2 field goals. While we was down in the red zone, I think Shuck, he ran out of play to the left. I think he should have dove and jumped up. The center, he threw the ball way high over Taysom Hill head. Taysom Hill, he threw the ball out the tackle box. Now, that was kind of like iffy, but at the end of the day, it happens. Like, everything just ain't on Kellen Moore. Like, the team, they doing their fair share of miscues as well. But all in all, man, I just think, bro, this ain't it. Carl Granderson, he's not living up to the contract we gave him. I just don't like the staff. I don't like nothing. To me, everyone can go. The only person I'm kind of like high on and I'm feeling good about, Shuck, he pretty decent. I could roll with him, even if he could be a bridge quarterback for a year or two. I think Olave a good raw receiver too. I think Kelvin Banks, he a dog. I think Fuaga a dog. I think Neal could be a good running back 3. I'm liking Riley. I'm liking Sanka. I'm liking Stallberg. I would like to see more of the other linebacker, the one behind Pete Werner. I forget his name. His name not coming to me right now. But all I know is, man, at this point, we just got to see what we got. The next game we played the Dolphins, I believe. I think we're going to lose that game. Because one thing about the Dolphins, they got some playmakers, you know. It's going to be a 12 o'clock game, too. So we're going to have to see. And then right after that, Buccaneers and Panthers again. And it's crazy because the Panthers, had they won tonight, I don't know if they won or lost tonight, but for sure, if they won tonight, I think they'll be in first place, you know, in the division. But I doubt they won. Let me see, just to see. NFL scores. Let's see. Yep, they lost 9-20. So they only lost by 11 points. That's not bad on the road. Now watch, they gonna win their next game. That just seemed like how they've been the MO all year. Win one, lose one. Win one, lose one. But other than that, I would like to know what y'all guys think. How you feeling about Kellen Moore? How you feeling about Tyler Shuck? How you feel about us losing that game to Atlanta in the fashion that we lost? Didn't even put up a touchdown from the offense. How you feeling about bringing in Justin Tucker? Like, let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. Will you stop supporting the team or what? Other than that, that's all I gotta say, man. Till next time, man. Who that?